Excuse me, Megan. I hope you're not busy, because I need a moment of your time.
Oh, hi there, Glenda. What can I do for you?
I'm going to go on a little outing with a friend of mine tomorrow, and since you know how much I dislike driving, I'll need you to drive for us.
Oh, this is tomorrow we're talking about, right? That's pretty short notice, but maybe I can work it out. What time are you planning to go?
We haven't decided on any particular schedule as of yet. We prefer to play it by ear, which means that I'll need you for the entire day, from morning until evening.
From morning until evening? Oh, do you mean you need me to drop you off in the morning and then come back later to pick you up? Yeah, that should be okay.
No, I mean exactly what I said. You're going to be with us the whole day. I'm telling you, not asking you, to be my private chauffeur tomorrow. Is that clear? I'm getting ahead of myself. I should make one more thing perfectly clear. You are not invited to come along with us while we enjoy ourselves. You're going to be a chauffeur and act like one. That means you wait in the car until I summon you.
Right. Well, I'm sorry to have to turn you down, but I already had plans for tomorrow, so you'll have to find someone else to be your chauffeur.
Excuse me? I think there must be something wrong with this phone, Megan. Those last texts almost seemed as though you, my daughter-in-law, were disobeying a direct order from me, your mother-in-law. Oh, but that's ridiculous. You would never do such a dim-witted thing as that.
Is that so?
Yes, that is so. Surely you know that as my daughter-in-law, it is your sacred responsibility to obey my every single command. That's what it means to be a good wife. You respect your husband's mother. And you are a good wife, aren't you? So I'm afraid you'll just have to cancel whatever silly plans you've made for tomorrow.
Why, yes, Glenda, I am a good wife. And since I am a good wife, I had plans to spend the entire day with Taylor and Harvey tomorrow.
Taylor and Harvey?
Yes, Taylor and Harvey. You know, your son and grandson. We made plans involving the whole family, so I can't just cancel them unilaterally in order to drive you and your friend around all day.
You silly, sad little girl. Do you think that you could pull a fast one on me by dragging out my dear son and darling grandson? I've been around for far too long to fall for a pathetic trick like that.
There's no trick here, Glenda. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, hold on. Do you really not realize what day it is tomorrow?
Indeed I do, Megan. Tomorrow is the day that I'll be having a wonderful time with my dear friend, and you'll be driving for us.
No, Glenda, it's not. I'm spending the day with my family, period.
I will not stand for this insolence. You will do as I say, Megan.
I've said all that I have to say on this matter, Glenda, and this conversation is getting nowhere, so I'm just going to put down my phone now. Hey, Taylor, are you by any chance on break right now? There's something that I think you should know.
Oh, sure, Megan, I can talk. What's up?
It's about your mom.
Oh, no, again?
I'm sorry, I feel like every day I'm having to text you about something your mom did.
Don't apologize. I should be the one apologizing to you. Trust me, I'm fully aware that she's the one causing the disturbances around here. Frankly, it's humiliating that my own mother would be treating her daughter-in-law like this. So let's hear it. What did she do this time?
All right, here goes. She just texted me saying that she's going to be spending all day tomorrow with a friend of hers. And she wants me to drive for them. And just to cut you off, no, I don't mean she wants me to drop them off and pick them up. She demanded that I be their private chauffeur and wait in the car while they do whatever it is that they're planning to do tomorrow.
Oh, for the love of...
And I politely told her no, because of course I did. But then she continued, saying I had a, quote, sacred responsibility to obey her every command.
What in the world has gotten into that woman? Back while I was transferred out of state for work, she said and did a few things that made me a bit nervous, but I didn't think much of it at the time. Then the moment we moved back into town and got a house close to theirs, boom! She starts acting like this.
I know what you mean. I had no idea she'd go this overboard either.
I'm really sorry that you have to deal with her.
It's all right. I don't mind. Really, I'm just grateful that you let me complain to you about your mom, and you take my side. Well, not just that, you've even told her to lay off of me a bunch of times in the past. The problem is just that she keeps ignoring you.
Yeah, and I think this has gone on for long enough now. It's time to start thinking about escalating to more drastic measures.
I hate to say it, but you're right.
By the way, did you tell her that we were going out to that Italian restaurant tomorrow?
No, I tried to tell her, but she just never gave me a chance. She said that we were going out as a family tomorrow, but then she immediately dismissed me. She thought I was lying to get out of being her chauffeur.
Good grief. All right then, let's just head out in the morning before my mom comes to our house.
In the morning? But our reservation was for dinner.
Yeah, but this is a special occasion, right? There's a cool children's museum downtown that I've always wanted to take Harvey to, but I've always been too busy with work. I'm sure he'll love it.
Oh, the one that just opened up last year? Oh, that place looks awesome. I'm in.
We'll have all the fun we want over there, then be at the restaurant in time for our reservation. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Cool, then that's the plan. We'll talk more later tonight when I get home. Okay, I gotta get back to work. See you later, Meg.
See you tonight, Taylor.
Megan, where are you? I told you that you were going to drive for me today. I kept waiting for you to pick me up at my house, so I walked all the way over to yours, but you aren't home. What's the meaning of this?
I told you yesterday that we had plans for today and I couldn't drive you. We're not at home because we're going out together. Simple as that.
I don't believe you. You were so bound and determined to disobey my orders that you even dragged poor Taylor and Harvey into your scheme.
Excuse me?
How selfish can you be? They deserve far better than to be used as pawns in your childish games, and I deserve better than to have a daughter-in-law who hates me more than she loves her own family.
I'll only tell you this one more time. We were always planning to spend today together as a family. I did not make any special plans just to avoid having to drive for you. We left the house this morning just like we planned to, that's all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to get back to having fun with my husband and son. Don't get in our way.
Don't get in our way? You can't talk to me like that. I am your mother-in-law, you petulant little girl.
I'm putting my phone on mute now. Glinda, I need to talk to you about something, and I mean right now.
What do you want?
Somebody called the Italian restaurant we made a reservation for dinner at and canceled our reservation.
And what does that have to do with me?
This is one of the most popular restaurants downtown. I made this reservation a month ago. But when we got to the restaurant a few minutes ago, the staff informed me that someone had called and canceled it earlier this afternoon. Whoever that someone was, it sure wasn't me.
What are you saying, Megan? Do you think that I'm the one who did it?
To be quite honest, there's no one else I know who would do such an underhanded, dirty, and just plain mean thing like this. So tell me, Glinda, was it you?
Yes, Megan, it was. I canceled your reservation.
How did you even know we were eating there tonight?
A friend of mine just so happens to work at that restaurant. She texted me this morning that she saw your name on the list of reservations for today. Every day it seems like I'm finding new reasons to be disappointed in you. You're a terrible wife, a terrible mother, and terrible daughter-in-law, and yet you think you can just go out and have a fancy Italian dinner for yourself? Well, I'm not going to let you waste my son's money. You needed to be punished for the way you treated us, and canceling your reservation seemed the most appropriate way to do it.
This is insane. Why are you doing this, Glinda?
You know exactly why this is happening. It's because of your insolent insubordination. I told you that you were going to be my chauffeur today, and yet you've gone out of your way to disobey me. But not to worry. I've put your reservation slot to good use. The restaurant won't lose out on business due to your disobedience.
What are you talking about?
You ruined the plans I made to have a lovely day with my friend. So since our schedule was suddenly freed up, I decided to take her out to a lovely Italian dinner instead.
No way.
Yes, Way. The instant I called to cancel your reservation today, I had my friend call and place a new one for the same time. I suppose you weren't able to see us sitting at your table from the front entrance. And my goodness, I can tell why this restaurant is so popular. They have the best lasagna I've ever eaten. It's even better than mine. I could eat here every day of the week. Now, regarding the bill, I've talked it over with my friend, and we've decided that you're going to pay for our meals. After all, it was your fault that we had to change our original plan, so it's only fair that you take responsibility.
Glinda, I guess you really did forget about what today was.
It's Saturday. I'm not as stupid as you are.
I'm not talking about the day of the week.
Then what on earth are you going on about?
Really? You really don't remember what today is? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with your darling grandson, Harvey.
Harvey? I honestly have no idea.
Today is Harvey's birthday. He's turning 8 today.
What?
He loves your lasagna so much that we thought we'd take him out to have a nice Italian dinner at a fancy restaurant.
So, that's why you made that reservation for today?
Yes, Glinda. It was for Harvey's birthday.
But... oh, wait, that's impossible. Today can't be Harvey's birthday. I thought that was next month.
And you thought wrong. It's today.
Oh, no.
Oh, no is right. We're currently sitting in the car in the parking lot trying to think about what we're going to do now, and Harvey is sitting in Taylor's lap crying his eyes out. You did that to him, Glinda. Some grandma you are.
But why didn't you tell me today was his birthday? If I had known, I never would have done this.
I'm done talking to you about this. Your son, however, would like to have a word with you.
Taylor?
You'll be getting a text from him shortly.
Good evening, Mom.
Taylor, listen.
No, you listen! I can't believe you'd do something like this. You hated my wife so much that you were willing to ruin your grandson's birthday?
I never intended for this to happen.
Then what did you intend to happen, Mom? Can you explain that for me?
Well, if I had known that today was Harvey's birthday, then this never would have happened. Why didn't you tell me you were going out to dinner for his birthday? I would have gone along with you to celebrate.
This isn't about Harvey. The problem here is that you took it upon yourself to cancel the reservation Megan made. You had no right, no reason to do that. And if you must know, the reason I didn't tell you is because Harvey asked me not to.
What?
He's not stupid, Mom. He's 8. He's old enough to understand that you're always being cruel to Megan.
Oh, that's not.
You know what he said to me? He said if Grandma comes along, she's just going to be mean to Mom again. I don't want Mom to be sad on my birthday. So since it's his birthday, we honored his wishes and didn't invite you.
Oh, that can't be. My little Harvey would never say such a thing about his grandma.
Are you really so surprised? Like I said, he's seen the way you're always acting like a bully toward his mom. And now you're reaping what you've sown. Great job, Mom. You've successfully rained on our parade.
Taylor, if I may speak in my defense.
No, you may not. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to tell Dad about this.
What?
He loves Harvey just as much as you do, if not more. Dad actually remembered Harvey's birthday at least. And unlike you, he actually treats Megan like a human being. I don't think he's gonna take your side when he hears what you did.
Wait, Taylor. Oh, please don't do this.
You're a little too late to be begging for mercy, Mom. I've put up with the way you treat Megan for far too long. Good luck dealing with Dad.
Once he heard about Glinda canceling our dinner reservation, Taylor's dad absolutely lost it. It seems like he had been growing more and more upset with the way Glinda was treating me, and this was the final straw for him. He gave her a week to find a new place to live, and then he was going to divorce her. She tried every trick in the book to save her marriage. She cried, pleaded, threatened, seduced. That last one was particularly ineffective. But it was over. 1 week later, as promised, Taylor's dad divorced her. She then tried to move back in with her own parents, but they turned her away. Apparently, they had a falling out many years ago over the way she had treated her younger brother's wife. I don't know what it is with Glenda, but it seems like she just can't handle the men around her paying attention to any woman but her. She didn't do well in the divorce proceedings, and she used what little alimony she got to move to another town, where she's currently living a lonely, quiet lifestyle. The friend of hers who let it slip that we had a reservation at the restaurant got fired. The restaurant was very apologetic and said they should have done more to confirm the identity of the caller before canceling the reservation. As an apology, they gave us all a free dinner in the restaurant's VIP lounge, where one dinner can cost more than some people make in a month. It was absolutely delicious. Harvey loved all the food. So there were a few bumps in the road, but I'd say that in the end, Harvey was able to have an enjoyable birthday. Marshall, long time no see.
Huh? Allie? Is it really you, Allie?
It's Allie. Yes, it's me. It's been a while, hasn't it?
What? No way! It's really you, Allie? It's been way more than just a while. Where have you been all this time? 3 years without a word. I've been so worried about you.
You were worried about me? About me?
Of course I was! When your fiancé suddenly disappears without a trace, of course I'd be shocked and worried.
I'm really sorry. Thank you for being worried about me.
So what happened? 3 years ago, just before our wedding, you suddenly took off with my bank book and seal. Then you went totally silent.
I'm so sorry about that. Back then I was really struggling with some pre-wedding nerves, and with everything going on, my mind was completely overwhelmed. I just had this overwhelming urge to escape. Before I knew it, I had taken your bank book and run.
I see. Pre-wedding nerves. But why didn't you get in touch for 3 years? Didn't you think about coming back?
Well, after taking your bank book, I thought you'd be really angry with me, and I wasn't sure how to face you, so I'm sorry for not reaching out.
I see. So it was awkward and you couldn't bring yourself to come back. I'm not angry anymore, though.
You're not angry? Thank you, Marshall.
So what's going on now? You've been silent for 3 years and now suddenly you're reaching out?
Well, I contacted you today because I need a favor.
A favor?
I know after what I did, asking you for something feels a bit much, but actually, I'm sick.
What? Sick? Are you okay?
To be honest, things aren't looking good. I can't really tell you what the illness is, but I'm currently in the hospital and I need surgery.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, and the surgery costs a lot, and I can't afford it by myself. I was hoping you could lend me some money.
I see. So that's why you contacted me. How much do you need for the surgery?
Well, including the hospital bills, it's about $30,000.
$30,000? Why does it cost so much?
Well, I haven't worked since I quit my job 3 years ago, and since I don't have insurance, I have to pay everything out of pocket.
I see. But that's a huge amount of money, and I can't just give you that much. Why don't you try asking your parents?
I did ask my parents, but they said we've already disowned you. They rejected me, and now they've blocked my calls.
Ah, I see. Your parents were the ones most upset when you took my bank book 3 years ago, so I understand why they can't forgive you.
I don't have anyone else to turn to now, except for Ryota. Please, I'm begging you. If you lend me $30,000 for the surgery, I promise I'll marry you this time for sure.
What? Are you serious?
I'm serious. I wasn't ready 3 years ago, and I ran away, but once I'm better, we can get married.
All right, if you're that serious, I'll help you.
Really? Oh, thank you, Marshall.
Okay, I'll bring the money to your hospital. I'll visit you while I'm at it.
Wait, actually, I'd rather you not come to the hospital. I don't want you to see me like this, so I'll give you my bank account details instead. Just transfer the money there.
No, it's fine. I know where you are, and I know exactly what you're doing right now.
What?
By the way, hospitals these days are something else. I didn't know they had rooms in the middle of a slot machine parlor. You're playing slots right now, aren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
No, it's fine. I knew it all along. The disease, the surgery, and the fact that you're at the slot machine parlor right now, I knew it all.
That's not true. I don't know anything about slots. Stop accusing me of stuff.
I'm not accusing you. The fact is, when you took my bank book and ran, it was because you were too deep into gambling. You made debts and ran away because you were scared of your debts getting exposed to me and your parents, right?
No, what are you talking about? I didn't make any debts. I already told you I took the bank book because of my pre-wedding nerves. I said that.
Did you think a lame excuse like that would work? It was so ridiculous I had to hold back my laughter.
Wait, what happened to you, Marshall? You were so kind a moment ago, and now you're completely different.
Of course I'm different. I was just playing along to buy some time.
Buying time? What do you mean?
I reported you to the police as soon as I got your message. I'm sure they're already on their way.
What? The police?
Yep. As soon as you contacted me, I called them. I'm sure they'll be here soon, so you might as well give up and surrender.
Wait, what? Why the police? Why? I'm going to be arrested?
Of course! Did you think you'd just be forgiven? Taking my bank book and seal was a crime, and I reported it to the police 3 years ago. You're getting arrested, no question about it.
Wait, why now? It's been 3 years. The statute of limitations is up, right?
The statute of limitations for theft is 7 years, and on top of that, trying to scam me out of $30,000 might even make it attempted fraud.
Fraud? I didn't do any fraud.
You lied about being sick, tried to take $30,000 from me, and now you've forgotten about it all?
No, I wasn't trying to scam you. I'm really sick.
I know you're sick. Gambling addiction, right? The surgery you need is for your head, isn't it?
No, it's not that. Did you really call the police? Do you want me to get arrested? If that happens, we can't get married anymore.
I don't care. By the way, I was thinking, why did you think marrying you would be worth $30,000? Do you really think a thief like you is worth that much? That's hilarious.
Don't mess with me. You said you'd forgive me before. You said you'd help me. You liar!
When did I say any of that? I said I wasn't angry, but I never said I forgave you. I said I'd cooperate, but I never said I'd pay you anything. I haven't lied about a single thing, unlike you.
That's just nitpicking. Hey, if I get arrested, it'll be a problem for you, too. I'm your fiancé. Everyone will talk about you behind your back. Do you want that?
How long are you gonna keep pretending to be my fiancé? I got married 2 years ago.
What? You're married?
Yes, to my childhood friend May. When you took off with my bank book, I was depressed, but she was there for me, supporting me. We knew each other well, and before long we were married.
That's a lie. You wouldn't marry without telling me.
Why do you think you have any say in my marriage? It's none of your business.
Of course it's my business. I'm your fiancé. If you marry without telling me, it's cheating.
What are you talking about? Our engagement was broken off a long time ago. When you ran off with my bank book, I talked to your parents, and we ended the engagement that day.
I didn't agree to that, so the engagement is void. Divorce her now. Marry me.
Did your brain rot over the past 3 years? Who would marry a thief like you? Our engagement was long gone, and I'm not divorcing anyone.
Why? Why is this happening? What went wrong?
If you still don't know what went wrong, you can ask the police when they get here. Well then, I'll go to the trial and watch. Make sure you atone for your actions.
Wait, Marshall! Please help me!
After everything that had happened, Allie was arrested when she tried to escape from the slot machine parlor. It seems like she couldn't stay out of trouble no matter how many chances she had. It was clear that she was trying to run away from the mess she had made of her life, but that only led to her downfall. She had stolen my bank book and seal, using them to empty out my account. This alone was enough to charge her with theft, but the situation only worsened when it was discovered that she had attempted to defraud me of $30,000. That was considered attempted fraud, and it was enough to make her criminal charges pile up. What really sealed her fate, however, was the further investigation that followed. As the authorities dug deeper into her life, they uncovered a trail of other crimes she had committed over the years. It didn't take long before they had enough evidence to convict her, and within a very short period, she was sentenced and sent off to prison. The shocking part, of course, was how quickly everything had escalated. She had plenty of opportunities to stop, to turn things around, but she didn't take any of them. Allie had chosen to fall and fall hard. She reached a point where there was no turning back. In some twisted way, I almost felt sorry for her. She had been given so many chances, yet she kept making the wrong decisions, and now she was paying the price. They say people have the power to change their fate, to turn their life around at any moment, but she just couldn't seem to do it. Maybe she was too deep in her own self-destructive spiral to even see a way out. The authorities told me that she wouldn't be out for at least 10 years. It was hard to believe, honestly. 10 years in prison. The whole idea seemed surreal when I first heard it. It was almost like something out of a movie or some terrible nightmare I couldn't wake up from. This was the woman who had once been so close to me, and now she was going to spend the next decade of her life locked up, paying for her crimes. It wasn't just about the theft or the fraud anymore. It was about everything that had led to this. The lies, the manipulations, the betrayal. It all added up. And now here she was facing the consequences of all those choices. There were so many times when I had tried to warn her, tried to get her to stop what she was doing, but she never listened. I used to think she would get her act together, that maybe one day she'd realize what she was doing was wrong. But as it turned out, she didn't. She kept going down this dark path until there was no way back. It was almost as if she was determined to ruin herself, and no matter what I said or did, there was no stopping her. I thought back to all the times we had spent together, the good and the bad, and I wondered how things could have turned out differently. Could we have had a better future if she had made different choices? Could we have avoided this mess entirely? In the end, it was impossible to say. One thing I knew for sure was that I wasn't going to let her bring me down. I had been through enough already. I'd spent so many years wrapped up in her lies, trying to fix everything she broke, but now it was over. I wasn't going to be her fixer anymore. The past was the past, and it was time to move on. Allie had made her bed, and now she would have to lie in it. As much as it hurt to see how far she had fallen, I couldn't continue to carry the burden of her mistakes. I had my own life to live, my own future to focus on. It was a strange sense of relief when I found out about her arrest. I wasn't sure if I should feel guilty for being relieved, but I did. For the first time in a long while, I felt free. Free from the constant worry about what she might do next, free from the guilt of wondering if I could have done more to save her. But the truth was I had done everything I could, and it was never enough. No matter how much I tried, she kept sinking deeper and deeper. It was clear that she wasn't willing to change, no matter how many chances she had been given. The news of her arrest didn't come to me directly. It was actually May's younger brother who gave me the tip. He was working at the very slot machine parlor where Allie had been frequenting. He had remembered her face, and when he saw her there, he immediately contacted me. I couldn't believe it when I first heard from him. It felt like everything was falling into place. He told me that Allie was there, acting as if nothing had changed, continuing her reckless behavior just like before. He had seen her, and he recognized her right away, so he decided to let me know what was going on. I wasn't sure what to think at first, but it turned out to be a crucial piece of the puzzle. But just when I thought it couldn't get more unbelievable, Allie herself contacted me shortly afterward. I honestly didn't expect that. I had already written her off, figured I'd never hear from her again, especially not under these circumstances. But there she was, reaching out to me as if nothing had changed, as if everything was still the same. It was baffling, almost laughable. She had been caught, arrested, and was facing years in prison, and yet she still had the nerve to contact me. It was almost like the universe was playing some kind of cruel joke on me. But I didn't let it bother me. In a strange way, it gave me a sense of closure. Allie had been a part of my life for so long, causing chaos and drama every step of the way, but now this was the final chapter. It was over. And as much as she had hurt me, as much as she had taken from me, I couldn't help but feel a sense of relief that it was finally done. Thanks to May and her brother, I was able to close this chapter of my life and move forward. It had been 3 long years since the humiliation and betrayal Allie had caused. And now I could finally wipe the slate clean. I could finally say that I was free. No more lies, no more manipulations. I had endured enough, and now it was time to focus on my own life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, Ellie, where are you? I just got home, but the door was locked. Then I went inside. The whole house was dark. There's no sign of you anywhere. Are you out with your friends or something? Ellie, I'm kind of concerned about you. I'd appreciate it if you could text me back.
Would you get off my back? Jeez, you're acting like my mother.
There you are, and I'm not your mother, I'm your husband. I don't mind you coming home late, but I would appreciate it if you could either leave me a note or text me about what you're doing. You have to understand that I get concerned when I have no idea where you are.
I'm wherever I want to be. And why are you home already?
It was a light day at work today. I managed to get everything done by 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Is "oh" really all you've got to say right now? Anyway, what time do you think you'll be home?
What time? Probably never.
Never?
Yeah, I'm never coming home again. I decided that I'm going to break up with you and get back together with my ex-boyfriend.
What? Good God, Ellie, this is not the kind of thing you tell me by freaking text. And your ex-boyfriend, wasn't he the guy that you discovered was neck-deep in debt and almost dragged you down into bankruptcy with him?
Oh, please, that's all ancient history. He's a changed man, Tom. He's paid off all of his old debts, he has a stable job, and he's a totally upstanding citizen now.
I don't think that getting back together with his married ex-girlfriend falls under the definition of upstanding citizen. It sounds to me like he's just as much of a sleaze as always, just with a slightly higher net worth now.
Don't you dare talk about him like that. He is not a sleaze. Do you have any idea how hard he's worked to be able to be with me again? If you did, then you'd understand how impressed I am with him. He's done more to win my heart in the last few years than you've done for our entire marriage. It's clear to me that he cares far more about me than you do. He deserves to be with me, so I'm going to give him what he deserves. I took out all the stuff that I wanted to bring with me. If there's anything left over, you can do whatever you want with it. Sell it, throw it away, I don't really care.
Ellie, hold on! We need to talk about this!
I'm not interested in talking with you anymore, Tom. This is goodbye.
Ellie, wait! Good afternoon to you, sir. I'm looking for a Mr. Tom Desereau. Do I have the correct number? Yeah, but can I ask who this is? Ah, indeed, I've forgotten my manners. My name is Jerry Mason of the Mason Law Group. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Jerry Mason? Huh. Nice to meet you too, I guess. I'm contacting you today as the duly ordained legal representative of your wife, one Mrs. Ellie Desereau. Uh-huh. So my wife hired you to be her lawyer, is that right? Indeed it is, sir. I am her official attorney at law. Okay. Now then, let's get right down to business, shall we? I regret to inform you that your wife wishes to dissolve your marriage. You mean she wants to divorce me? Yeah, I know. Apparently she wants to get back with an old boyfriend. Ah, then you are aware. Excellent. That makes this conversation much easier. Regarding the dissolution of your nuptials, your wife seeks compensation from you totaling $30,000. Hold on! She wants money from me? She cheated on me and left me for her ex, and now she wants me to pay her for the privilege? It seems as though you are unfamiliar with legal matters, so allow me to give a succinct explanation. You see, there is a legal concept known as no-fault divorce. This means that a woman cannot be at fault for the circumstances surrounding a divorce. I see. Thank you for informing me. Glad to be of help. And as she cannot be found at fault, she is seeking the legally mandated payment from her husband in an amount of $30,000. Right. The legally mandated 30 grand I owe her. Hey, are you being serious right now? I most certainly am, good sir. I am a lawyer, after all. We lawyers are always serious. Yeah, you got a point there. Can't just go around lawyering all willy-nilly. Well then, let's now move on to discussing the payment. How will you be paying? By cash or wire transfer? Before we talk about the payment, let me ask you something. Your name is Jerry Mason and you work for the Mason Law Group, right? Why, yes, that is indeed who I am and the law firm I represent. A lawyer like me would never lie about that. That would be perjury. Yeah, okay then. Tell you what, could you give me a couple days? 2 days would be enough. 2 days? What do you need 2 days for? I just need some time to think. I mean, Ellie's asking me for $30,000. That's a lot of money. Well, I suppose you are right. That is a rather large amount of money. However, let me advise you that if you try to leave town, it would not go well for you. Oh, trust me, you got nothing to worry about. If I left town, I'd lose my job, and I'm not interested in starting my career from scratch. All right, but you should know that I am a lawyer with a very extensive network of connections. If you did try to run away, then I would be informed of your moves immediately. And as such, I suppose you aren't much of a flight risk, so I'll give you your 2 days. Much appreciated. I'll text you again 2 days from now. I await your text.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Ellie. How are things? You settled in with your boyfriend?
I sure am.
How wonderful to hear. By the way, where are you right now? Are you still in town?
As if I'd tell you. I wouldn't want you coming around to stalk me, would I? Anyway, I want to hurry up and make our divorce official, if possible, within the next few days. And we also need to discuss the matter of the money you owe me. Let's see. I think $100,000 would be an acceptable amount of alimony. I mean, with as much money as you make, you could probably pay me that much in cash on the spot.
Oh, now you want $100,000.
Huh? What do you mean now?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget about it. As for our divorce, considering the circumstances, I'm totally in agreement about getting it over with as soon as possible. However, if you think you're gonna get that much in alimony from me, you've got another think coming.
Excuse me? If you think you're gonna stiff me on alimony, then you have got another thing coming. That $100,000 is the bare minimum amount that I'll need to get my new life started. And I have every right to get as much from you as I want, so you'd better pay up. Got it?
Yeah, again, I don't know what makes you think you have a right to get as much as you want.
Come on, Tom, do you think I'm stupid? There is no way, and not a chance, that I'm gonna budge on this. I want $100,000. End of story. Pay up.
You are really, really confused about a lot of things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start, but I guess I'll just say that you should be more careful about where you get your legal advice. But you'll find out tomorrow exactly what I'm talking about. Talk to you later. Good afternoon, illustrious lawyer Jerry Mason of the Mason Law Group. This is Tom Desereau, the man whose wife has appointed you as her legal representative. You texted me 2 days ago about our divorce, and I'm texting you now just like I promised I would. If I could have a moment of your time, I'm ready to talk with you now. Ah, that's excellent to hear. So you've had 2 days to think, and I take it you're prepared to pay the $30,000 your wife requests from you, correct? No, actually, that's not correct. I'm not paying a dime. You're not? No, actually, I'm not. I'm not going to agree to any demands my wife makes of me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be making a few demands of my own. For starters, I'm suing my wife for $30,000 for intentional infliction of emotional distress. But wait, you can't do that. Oh, but I can, Jerry. I can indeed. But I'm not finished yet. I'm also suing you for the same amount. What the? Mr. Desereau, I don't think you fully comprehend the position that you're in. You can't sue me. I'm a lawyer. I understand that you might not be too happy about having to pay alimony to your wife after the divorce, but the law is the law. Oh, you want to talk about the law? Okay, I'm game. Let's talk about the law. 2 days ago, you so graciously taught me about no-fault divorce, right? You said it's a legal principle that means the woman can never be found at fault for a divorce? Well, yeah, I did, but what are you bringing that up for? Tell me, Jerry, where did you get your law degree? Did you pre-law at the University of Social Media? Or maybe you skipped that entirely and got your JD at the University of I Just Made It Up? Sir, I have no idea what you're implying, but if you keep talking to me like this, I will sue you for slander. Truth is an absolute defense to a defamation claim, you moron. Oh, excuse me, you wouldn't know what that means, would you? Considering you don't even know what no-fault divorce means. I will not stand for a layman trying to tell me what the law does or does not say. I am a lawyer. Give it up, Jerry. I know that you're the one who's been having an affair with my wife. What? And I know that this isn't a recent development either. You've been sleeping with her for 3 whole years. I have connections with enough private detectives to find out anything I need to about anyone in this entire city, Jerry. It didn't even take me 12 hours to figure out what was really going on. Uh-oh. I managed to get my hands on a very interesting piece of audio. It's a crystal clear recording of you and a friend of yours having a conversation at a bar 2 nights ago. And in that recording, you were kind enough to explain your whole scheme for me. Wait, what scheme? I don't have any schemes. I'm just a lawyer. The next time you try to impersonate a lawyer, don't choose a name like Jerry Mason. I mean, come on, that's a pretty old TV show, but it's also one of the most famous TV shows in the country's history. But yeah, I have a recording of you talking about your plan to impersonate a lawyer in order to extort money from your girlfriend's husband. So I know you're not a lawyer, and I know you're not actually representing Ellie. You're just a garden variety con artist, and not even a very good one. I am so a lawyer, and a very good one. Yeah, you said you were with the Mason Law Group, right? That's right, I'm a partner in that firm. Oh, yeah? Wow, that's news to me. By the way, how's Alex doing these days? Alex? Yeah, Alex. He's one of the partners in the Mason Law Group. I haven't spoken to him in a while. What's he up to? That Alex, man, I must be tired from all my lawyering work. I drew a blank for a second. Alex is doing great, thanks for asking. I'll tell him that you said hi. How are you gonna do that? Do what? Tell him you said hi? Yeah, how are you gonna tell Alex I said hi? Alex died 3 months ago. He did? Yup, he was one of the founding members of that law firm, and he passed away at the ripe old age of 88 just a few months ago. Oh, I guess I was thinking of a different Alex. There is no one named Alex at the Mason Law Group. I know, because I work with them pretty often. You do? Yep, every day of the week, actually. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tom Desereau, attorney at law, and partner in the Mason Law Group. What? I bet you chose the name Mason for your fake persona because of the name of the law firm, but there was never anyone with that last name here. Alex Johnson, the founder I mentioned earlier, named it that because his father worked as an actual Mason. He started out doing workers' rights cases because of the way his father's company treated its employees. Wow, that's a great story. Thanks for telling me that. I'll be going now. Not so fast, Jerry. Full name Jerry Thompson. It seems obvious to me that you're not licensed to practice law anywhere in the United States. Are you aware of the laws against impersonating an attorney? It's punishable by up to 3 years in prison and a hefty fine, too. That's not good. It's quite bad, actually. However, fortunately for you, I haven't actually been harmed by your impersonation. So if you'll be a good little boy and pay the $30,000 I asked you for, then I might just be persuaded to not go to the authorities about this. If you ever use my firm's name in a fraud scheme again, however, I'm not going to be so lenient. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I won't do it again, sir.
Tom, what's going on? What did you do to Jerry? He just told me that you're demanding he pay you a bunch of money and that he's actually going to pay up without a fight. He looked shell-shocked. He said there was no way he'd be able to beat you. So, yeah, what did you do to him? All you had to do was pay me the $100,000 I asked you for. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I think I get it now. You never told him about what I do for a living, did you?
What do you mean?
You asked for $100,000 and he asked for $30,000. Seems to me like you two weren't coordinating your shakedowns at all.
What are you talking about?
Your boyfriend texted me a few days ago. He was pretending to be a lawyer from my own law firm and demanded I pay you $30,000.
He did?
I had a thorough background check done on him and discovered that he's actually still just as in debt as he was when you were together. I guess he saw this as an opportunity to get the girl and an easy payday.
Wait, he's still in debt? But that's not what he told me. He said that he's a big-shot businessman making $200,000 a year now.
Yeah, the technical term for that is lying. He lied to you. The truth is that he's still the same old gambling addict he always was.
No way. He betrayed me?
And speaking of betrayal, you don't just get to demand all the alimony you want from me, especially not in the event you cheated on me.
Wait a second. You mean I don't get anything just because I cheated on you?
That'll be up to the judge, but don't count on getting much. And since you were cheating on me for 3 years, I'm also throwing in a lawsuit against you for intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Hey, Tom?
Yes, Ellie?
I've changed my mind. I don't want to get divorced anymore.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna break up with Jerry right now. I'll be home soon.
Don't bother, I already moved out of our old place.
You did?
Well, since I'm gonna be single now, I figured I should probably downsize to a smaller place.
But where am I supposed to go then?
I don't know, you could always try your parents.
I can't face them, not after this.
You're gonna have to because they're on their way to see you right now.
Oh no, why?
I thought it would be for the best if they were present while we talked about where we're gonna go from here. So you'll probably just get in their car and go home with them when we're done.
I don't understand. Why are my parents coming?
Because I asked them to.
Oh, this is the worst.
See you soon. Ellie's parents and I both arrived at Jerry's apartment where she was staying a few minutes later. It seems that Jerry had wizened up a bit because he had already broken up with her and kicked her out onto the street where we found her when we arrived. We had a pleasant conversation, and then her parents dragged her back home to live with them. Jerry took out another loan in order to give me the $30,000 I demanded in cash. I'm confused how a guy like him can get a loan for that much, but hey, I got the money, so it's not my concern anymore. As for Ellie, her parents paid me the $30,000 I demanded from her in exchange for dropping my lawsuit. They said that they would make her pay it off to them over time. I heard through my network of informants that Jerry seems to have turned over a new leaf, for real this time. For his sake, I hope that he can keep it up and give up gambling for good. Ellie, however, is not having a similar epiphany of her own. Her parents are forcing her to work, but she has such a bad attitude on the job that she keeps getting fired within a few weeks. They're currently giving her the choice of getting kicked out of the house or marrying the middle-aged, overweight, balding son of one of their friends.
Hey there, Holly. It was so great to get the chance to talk to you today.
Oh, hey, Renee. Don't mention it.
Oh, and I just wanted to say I am super sorry to drop in on you unannounced like that.
Yeah, well, it happens. Life likes to throw curveballs every now and again. If you could give me a bit more notice next time you wanted to drop by, then maybe I can have my hair finished drying by the time you get here.
Gotcha. I'll be more careful from now on. Hey, by the way, there's something else I wanted to ask you. When I went to use your bathroom, the door to your back room was open, and I couldn't help but take a peek inside.
Wait, didn't I have that door locked?
Nope, it was open. But anyway, when I looked inside, I saw a gorgeous white dress. So, tell me, girlfriend, is that a wedding dress? Yeah, actually it is.
Oh my god! Then that means you have some big news to tell me, right?
Well, no, actually. I hate to disappoint you, but that's a dress I'm making, not one for me.
Aw, really? You know, that reminds me. Every once in a while, I see you leave your apartment and you are totally dressed to kill. But it's always kind of at random times, so it doesn't seem like you're going into work or anything.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were spying on me or something.
Please, girl. I have way better things to do than to spy on you. We live in the same apartment building. I'm gonna see you from time to time. But yeah, I think I remember hearing a while back that you were doing some kind of remote work. Oh, I get it. You have been hiding something from me.
I have?
You have got yourself a secret boyfriend, don't you? Why didn't you tell me about him? What's he like?
No, that's not it at all. I definitely do not have a secret boyfriend. Most of the time, if I'm heading out of my apartment during the day, it's because I've finished a dress and I'm on my way to deliver it. In my line of work, there's a lot of personalization, so I meet directly with the person who ordered the dress pretty often. And a lot of my clients are upper-class people, so, I can't exactly go and knock on the door of a luxurious mansion wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So lately I've been thinking, don't single mothers have it really rough out there? Like, it seems like they're all busy all the time, right?
Wow, that was quite an abrupt change in the conversation.
You know me, Holly. I say what I think, for better or for worse.
For better or for worse, indeed. But yeah, I would definitely say I agree with you. Unless they're lucky enough to have a super involved ex-husband, they've basically got to do the jobs of both a mother and a father by themselves.
For real. They have to work, do the housework, and take care of the kids. Something's got to give there, right?
Yeah, it sure can be hard to strike a healthy work-life balance as a single mom. Hey, if you don't mind, I kind of need to be going right now. I've got a meeting with a client coming up, so I got to get ready for that.
Oh, sure, your client, huh? Are you wearing a little something special for this client? Maybe something lacy and revealing?
What makes you think I'm so popular with guys anyway? No, Renee, I am not going to see my boyfriend. Because I don't have a boyfriend. Honest. Okay, I gotta run then. Talk to you later, Renee.
Talk to you later, sweetie. If you're not too tired, tell me how it went. I'd love to hear every little detail of your passionate, vigorous business meeting. Holly, just what in the world is going on here? You owe me an explanation, and I want it now.
Renee? What's the matter? You seem upset. Did something happen? Are you all right?
Don't you play dumb with me. I just saw you walking into a wedding planner's office, and who was it who walked in right alongside you? None other than the hottest man on our floor, and in fact, in the entire building, Mark.
Oh, that? Well, yeah, that's right. I was there for work, and we just so happened to arrive at the front door at exactly the same time. Crazy coincidence, huh?
Coincidence my ass. You're a dirty, rotten liar.
What?
You don't deserve him. I do. I don't care if you live on the same floor as him. I wouldn't even care if he was your next-door neighbor. That does not give you the right to put your filthy hands on my man.
Renee, what are you talking about?
I know what you're thinking. You thought that you would have him all to yourself just because he's a single father, right? No woman would want a guy with kids like him, but you thought wrong. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Please calm down for 1 second. It's all very simple. I'm at this wedding planner's office to meet with a client regarding a request I'm working on. It was pure coincidence that we got there at the same time, I'm telling you. And besides, he's engaged to be married, and I understand the wedding is pretty soon.
What? Did you just say Mark is getting married?
Well, yeah, he is.
Oh my God, it all makes sense now. You really are a piece of work to lie to me like this, Holly. That's why there was a wedding dress in your apartment.
I know what you're thinking, but you've got it all wrong. That dress has nothing to do with Mark, his fiancé, or his wedding.
You're gonna have to do better than that to fool me. I am not that stupid.
I'll hand it to you. You gave me a pretty convincing story earlier about making it for someone else. But now the truth is out. That was your dress. Please, you have to believe me. It's not mine, I swear. I am making that wedding dress for a client. I can show you some of the documents with notes from our meetings if that would convince you. There is nothing that you could say or do that could convince me. I already know that you're a liar, Holly. You could just as easily write up some fake notes and pass them off as being from your fake client. Don't you think you've heard the last from me about this, Holly? I will not allow you to marry Mark. It's not your call to make, or mine even. Mark can choose whoever he wants to marry. And once again, it's not me. Shut up, liar. I should have known I couldn't trust you. Poor people like you lie like you breathe. Did you just call me poor? Yeah, duh. The only reason a mother would have to work is if the family was so dirt poor that they'd starve if she didn't. And that's why you're working now, right? You're having trouble making your rent payments? No, I've wanted to be a wedding dress designer ever since I was a little girl. It was like a dream come true when I got my first job at a bridal shop, and I've worked my way up to where now people will come to me personally and ask me to design their wedding dress for them. My husband knows all about how much I love my career, and he's fully supportive of me keeping it up even now that we're married and have children. Oh, wait just 1 second. Did you just say husband? Oh my God, Holly. Okay, Renee, I am getting really concerned about you now. Are you okay? Is there anyone else with you that you can talk to? I wish you could just take a second and calm down. You've got the totally wrong impression about a lot of things right now. I know exactly what's going on. I will not allow your wedding to happen. I am putting a stop to it right here, right now. Renee, please, you need to calm down. Go take a hot bath, drink some herbal tea, do something. Then come back and talk to me, okay? I know that if you'll give me a chance, you'll understand everything. Screw you, Holly. Mark is mine. Do you understand me? Mine. And I am not going to sit back and let you take him from me. I'm not taking him from anybody. Dear God, Renee, what is wrong with you? I heard a knock on my door, and no sooner did I unlock it than you barged right inside. I was prepared for the worst when I saw that you were holding a pair of scissors, but then you just ran down the hall and cut up the wedding dress I was working on. What were you thinking? I'm thinking that I feel way better now. That's what you get for trying to steal my man, Holly. Good luck walking down the aisle in a shredded up dress like that. Sorry, but no rags to riches story for you. I'm the one who's gonna marry Mark. He's not interested in a broke single mother like you. You think I'm a single mother? You are one. What, did you think you could pull off a Brady Bunch thing with him or something? Not a chance. Mark's a high-powered businessman. He is way too good for the likes of you. Learn your place, peasant. Want a husband? Go down to the homeless shelter and find one. Renee, I'm not a single mother. Yes, you are. No, I'm married to the father of my children, by the way. Stop lying to me. I have never seen a man going in or out of your apartment. That's because my husband's been stationed overseas on business since before I moved here. He's coming back next spring. That just makes it even worse. You're married, but you're still gonna have a wedding with Mark. You disgust me. That's not true either. Mark is marrying someone else. Oh yeah? Then who is this other woman, huh? His secretary. Oh, sure, there's a stereotypical soap opera plot, but it still doesn't explain why you were walking into a wedding planner's office with him. I told you I was there for work. The client I'm making that dress for asked me to come to a meeting with her wedding planner that day, and Mark had a reservation for the time slot after my meeting, that's all. But then where was his fiancé? Something came up and she couldn't make it. I told you, it's all a very simple story. Why didn't you just listen to me? Wait, so you mean to tell me the dress I just destroyed, it was not mine? Whose is it? Your sister's. What? You remember that your sister graduated from high school a year after me, right? She remembered that I designed the dresses for the school musical my senior year, saw that I was making dresses now, and asked me to make hers. Really? Yes, really. And now if you'll excuse me, I need to tell your sister about her dress.
Wait.
Nope, not waiting. Goodbye.
Holly, are you there? Please answer your phone.
What do you want?
My husband is divorcing me, and it's all thanks to you.
How is that, pray tell?
You told my sister about Mark, didn't you? And she told my husband.
Oh, that? Yeah, I did. I kind of had to, since there was no other way to explain what happened to her dress. Like, what was I supposed to say?
What happened to my dress? I don't know.
And another thing, don't you think it's a bit, inappropriate to be falling in love with another man as a married woman?
Well,
I hear that you've been making passes at him lately, but you're still nothing more than neighbors at this point. So it really doesn't make sense that you would get so crazy mad over seeing me and him together. So much so that you broke into my house and destroyed that dress. And then there's your whole Mark is mine thing. I have to say, I don't really blame your husband for wanting to divorce you after that.
This is insane. Why didn't you tell me that the dress was my sister's when I first asked you about it?
Because she's a client, and that's private information. It doesn't matter if you're her sister. I still can't divulge that information without her consent. Speaking of which, you said the door was unlocked when you saw that dress, but that was a lie.
What? Why do you say that?
Because I have security camera footage of you breaking the lock on the door.
You had a camera?
My dresses are worth a lot of money, Renee. So why did you break the lock?
Well, I was just curious. I mean, you installed an extra lock on that door. I was suspicious. I've been wondering what you've been hiding in that room since the first time I went inside your apartment.
Well, now you know. It's just my workroom. So, what are you going to do about the dress? The wedding is next week, and that dress is well beyond repair, even for someone like me. I have a feeling your sister is very, very upset with you.
Can't you just make her a new one from scratch? In 4 days? Not a chance. Do you have any idea how much work goes into making a wedding dress? I could go on a 4-day cocaine bender and still not get it done in time.
Anyway, go talk to your sister. It's her opinion that counts the most here.
But what will I say?
Figure it out yourself. Goodbye. Renee's sister was a total saint about the whole mess. I felt so bad for all the work I did going to waste that she insisted on paying me for the dress despite it getting destroyed. And unfortunately, they decided to put off the wedding while I worked on making a new dress for her. 2 months later, the dress was finished and they had an absolutely wonderful wedding. Now the total cost incurred for those 2 dresses was over $30,000, and Renee was held liable for every penny. But since her husband divorced her and took the kids, she has plenty of time to work it all off at her part-time job. After their wedding, Renee's sister posted a picture of the 2 dresses side by side on social media. The post went crazy viral, and I'm getting more requests than I have time for. So as a result, I'm going to hire a couple other seamstresses to start up my very own dress design company.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.